Hey everybody, repping my man today for our look. Alright, so we're going to start off by prepping our lips. I'm going to use my Rose Salve. I love this stuff. I'm always getting tricked when I'm in line at Ulta and they have all that stuff on those stands right next to you. I'm always grabbing little things and before I know it, I fill my bag up to the top. So, I'm a sucker for that kind of... I guess it's made for people like me who can't say no. But anyway, I'm going to spray my face with my Mario Badescu Cucumber Aloe Facial Spray, which I absolutely love. Like I said, I've been feeling dry. My skin's breaking out. I'm a hot mess express. This is my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. I'm going to go in with this first because my breakouts are kind of like really red and they look irritated because I'm, like I said, you guys, I ate my french fries and pizza last week. Okay, I'm sorry. Sue me. But anyway, so I'm just going to cover those up so we don't have to be looking like a hot mess express at the club. Me and my friend are going out tonight, so that's why I decided to get ready with y'all. I do not look cute right now. I'm wearing my husband's full, USMC sweatsuit, but don't worry, I'll get cute for the end of the video. And next, I'm going to go ahead and use the same concealer for my eyes, just to kind of, prime my eyes before I put my eyeshadow on. You can either go in with an eyelid primer or concealer. Sometimes when I'm just, tight for time, I'll go in my concealer because it's basically the same thing to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that with the first two colors of my Lorac 3 palette. This is the palette we're going to be using today. These colors are so beautiful and creamy. I absolutely love them. I bought this palette back when I worked at Ulta, and I think it was on a 21-day beauty steal. So I got it for half off. I love it. And I think I even used it. My sister had it for my wedding, and that's when I first experienced it. And I was like, whoa. As you can see, even I'm blown away by the pigment. I'm just going to go in and blend this all out throughout the crease. There's my dog in the background. You can say hi. That's Marley looking out the window, being a crazy little animal. And I'm just going to keep blending that beautifully. As you guys can see, this hardly takes any work. It just looks absolutely beautiful. After this orange, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a darker brown with another fluffy brush. And just put that in the outer edges of my crease to kind of smoke it out. I absolutely love a brown, neutral, smoky eye. I love color, and I've used a little bit of black in this. But there's nothing like a brown smoky eye to me. As you guys can see, my first video was that, and this video is that. It just goes with every outfit. If I don't know exactly what I'm going to wear, and at this time I did not know what I was going to wear tonight yet, sometimes I'll go in my outfit first so I know what makeup to do. But I wasn't sure at this point what I was going to wear, so I said, okay, let's do brown, neutral, smoky, and that will basically match with everything, and honestly, it really does, especially with a nude lip, and it always looks so flattering. And as you can see, still blending, 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 blending. Honestly, the key to any kind of makeup look is just blending everything out. Your foundation, you want to blend it down your neck and make sure there's no harsh lines. Your contour, you don't want to be looking, really harsh, or you don't want to be looking muddy. So blend everything. And sometimes, that takes the most time in my makeup routine. Day to day, I take about 30 minutes to get ready. Nothing crazy. If I'm not doing any eyeshadow or anything, it'll take me 25. But, yeah, I just like to blend everything to make it look nice. As you can see, I'm going with that black color. This color is so pigmented. I'm not even kidding you guys. You guys have to be so careful with it. But I'm going to go and kind of outline my eyes. I'm drawing it out a little to make a little bit of a wing just to, elongate my eye shape. But like I said, this stuff is pigmented. I'm going to go over with an actual liquid liner over my lid and not wing the liquid liner out later just to add some more definition. But this is just to kind of smoke it out even more, bring those attention to those eyes. And that's when I'm putting the black in the crease. I don't put too much because, like I said, we still want it to blend out, but this look ends up looking really sexy, sultry. I love it. And like I said, it matches with pretty much everything. You can make it a lot more light. You can make it even darker, adding more black. Whatever you want to do, you can make it happen. And also another trick, if winged liner or even liner in general kind of intimidates you, like I did with that black shadow, that could really help you practice because it's not going to be as crazy as using a liquid liner or going with a pencil. Just going with the shadow like you see on my lid, you can barely see it, but I'm just lining the top, and then I kind of brought it out a little bit, and that's easy to even erase if you messed up. You can go in with that brush and just blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, and you can even erase the fact that it was even there. So that's a really good practice. Sometimes wing liner can get out of control. I know it, y'all know it, it's crazy. So as you can see, I'm going to go over just the lid part. I'm not really winging this liner out because I don't want this look to get too crazy. I really want it to just be smoky and flirty. So that's why I'm going to add lashes after Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I was sneezing a lot during this day. I'm going to add lashes after, and sometimes when you go, don't wing it out, and just go smoky on the sides and put a beautiful pair of like fluffy lashes on. It looks so flirty. I love it. And you guys know how liner is. You gotta get right up close. I'm going to put a little bit of that gold, I think it's called light gold color, on my lids just to kind of bring out the lightness of the inner corners. And I'm telling you, I barely dipped my finger in this, so trust me when I say it is pigmented. And I went to go get a makeup wipe. I'm going to clean it up. This is a really easy trick to clean up your eyeshadow. That's why sometimes I do my eyes first, because look, all the fallout that came from those shadows, I just cleaned it right up with one simple swoop-a-doop. Alright, and this is a Bad Girl Bang Mascara by Benefit, I believe. I got a sample of it the last time I went to Ulta, so I'm going to curl my lashes and just put that on. I don't put on too many coats of mascara when I'm doing falsies. I just want to get them black so that they're going to blend in. And then I'm going to put my falsies on off camera, because let me tell you, it takes a minute for me to put those things on sometimes. I've had a lot of practice, but and boom, look at me. It looks so much different. I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, yes, girl, get it. Yes. I'm gonna go in with my primer. It's gonna be the E.L.F. I believe the last time I tagged it in my video, it was like the E.L.F. Illuminating Mattifying Primer. I'm like, those are complete opposites, but whatever. I'm gonna go in with that primer and the strobe cream and put it all over my face. At this point, I did forget about me covering up those spots with concealer, so I'm gonna have to go do that. Oops, excuse me, I hit my microphone. I'm gonna have to go back and do that again after, but I'm just gonna be putting this into my skin with my beauty blender, and as you can see, it makes me look absolutely glowing. I love it. So I did take off a little bit of my concealer that I put on, but I'm just gonna go right back in and cover it up. As you can see, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot. But this makes my skin look so healthy, and I think that when I put foundation on top of glowing skin, it just makes it look like, you know, you're not really wearing makeup, you're just beautifully, naturally born with it. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. Most of the time it's Maybelline for me, but that's okay. Nobody has to know that. And now I'm going to go in with the, oh my gosh, literally, Maybelline. This is the Matte and Poreless foundation that I just realized was spilling out, and I spilled it all over myself. I'm in the shade 220, or I think I'm in the shade 220. It's a little bit dark, but that's okay. Usually I'm a lot more self-tan, you guys, but I've been really white lately, and I ran out of my self-tanner. It's coming on Friday, thank God, because I cannot stand being this pale. It's not a good look for me, and all my foundations are a little bit too dark when I'm at this light. Luckily, it's summertime. We're about to go to the beach. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, as my friend Danny says. So I'm going to first stipple this in with a brush, put it down my neck, and then afterwards I'm going to go in with a foundation. I'm going to go in with my sponge and blend it out that way. I just like to do this so I get it everywhere without taking up too much product, and then I'll go in with my sponge, and then that will take up the extra product that is going to be too much for my face. I love doing this. I just love the way foundation makes a person's complexion almost completely perfect. It takes me from 0 to 100 real quick. As you can see, my face looks healthy, glowy, my tan, everything's coming together. This is like the beginning of everything coming together finally. I think, honestly, once the brows go on, then I feel less like an alien, but that's just me personally. I think I'm going to go in with, yes, looks like my Maybelline Camouflage Concealer. This stuff, I love it. I'm telling you, I think it's up there with Shave Tape, but it's only $8, and I absolutely love it. It blends like a dream. I'm going to put that all over my face, the high points of my face, under my eyes, on the tip of my nose. I put it under where I'm going to contour just to kind of brighten it up. I'm going to put it on my chin and then on my forehead. This will just really bring a dimension to your face. The light's going to hit all those places, and then you're going to put the shadow everywhere else, which is where we contour. Which I believe I used my LA Girl a little bit for the contour, but I don't really remember. This was a couple days ago. This was me getting ready before I went out with my girlfriend Danny. We went out to Broadway. We hit up karaoke. It was so much fun. I absolutely had the time of my life. It was my first time at a club, so I was like, I have to make sure I look good. So I'm just going to blend that out everywhere before I put some powder on to kind of set it. I grab my nose like that because I like to make sure I get right in my nose. Like, I have the deepest little pockets right on the side of my nose. So I have to make sure I blend it out in there too. And then as you can see here, I'm cleaning up the edges of my eyeliner because sometimes the concealer can get onto it. And I'm going to go in my Coty Air Spun powder and set all the places I put concealer. And this is baking. You're probably like, whoa, what are you doing? This is called baking, where you just kind of set all this powder under your face, and then you go back and you blend it off, or you brush it off, and it just sets your face in the most beautiful way. I like to put it exactly where I put concealer, and then I'll put it under my contour, but I also, as you can see, kind of go over the contour area, so I can just set that before I put any kind of powders. So I'm not going to go in with my LA Girl, I don't believe. I'm just going to go in straight with my bronzing powder. This is my Ulta bronzing powder in Cool Dark. And sometimes I won't go in with the cream contour because I want it to look a little bit more natural, and I think that's what I want to do this day. And as you can see, it still is sharp as a knife. And I'll go under my jaw to kind of bring some definition to that jaw, because girl, we all need a little help in that department. I don't know about you, but I sure do. I have like no jawline, I feel. And it just brings it all together, tans my skin up, brings dimension to the face sorry, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but like kind of brings the darkness as opposed to where all the places that you wanted the light to hit, which is under your eyes, your chin, your forehead, and the tip of your nose. I'm just going to go over a little bit on my nose to kind of make it a little bit smaller. I just like to bring that into my nose because I feel like if I'm putting dark everywhere else, I might as well bring it onto my nose so that everything looks kind of even. And then now we're just going to brush off that powder. I'm going to bring it down my neck because I did bring the foundation down my neck, and it looks flawless. This is how I clean out my contour as well. I'll use that powder and just go under it and let it sit there for a second. And then when you brush it off, it looks like, I'm telling you, it can cut someone from across the room. It can cut that guy in the club that wants to try to dance with you and you're like, no, negative. All right, I did my brows off camera like I told you guys. And now I'm just kind of like going over certain spots, making sure everything's good. Blending everything out to perfection. I'm going to go with my BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette. I'm going to take that kind of peachy, I pointed at everything, the peachy color and then the coral, and just put those both on my cheeks because I really, like I said, I wasn't sure I was going to be wearing yet. And I put those on my cheeks, and it brought a nice healthy flush to my face. Sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but I go way overboard with my blush. I can't help it. I love it. And then I think I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line now. I put the vintage eye pencil on my waterline, and then I'm going to go under the lash line with a little bit of the brown, the orange, and the black. I'm going to keep the darker the color, I'm going to keep it more towards the outside of my eye because I have kind of like almond shaped eyes, and I don't want to bring it all the way in or else it's going to defeat the purpose of me, you know, putting the darker colors on the outside. If you bring it all the way in, it's going to kind of close your eyes up. If you leave it more towards the outside, it's going to open them up, which I want mine to be nice and wide and open and beautiful. So, as you can see, I'm putting, that color is going to be the orange color that I'm bringing all the way in, and then the other ones are staying on the outside. So, and then for finishing touches, we're going to go in with the mascara again. Just kind of put it a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom. Like I told you guys in my last video, I can't put too much on my bottoms because it will transfer to my cheeks because my lashes are so long. I know, it's annoying for me to say it. Then I'm going to go with my highlight. I'm using 2 Makeup Revolution highlight, which is beautiful. It's like the, I believe it's called like Sun Kiss, I'm not sure. And then the Precious Petals by Wet n Wild. These are both under $10 and they're absolutely beautiful. I love them so much. Putting that all over the highlights, or the high points of my cheeks. Honestly, at the end of the day, if you just drown yourself in highlight, you can't go wrong. I mean, that's my personal opinion. Because you're going to be in the club and you want, when the lights hit you and Beyonce comes on and the lights hit you, you want to be blinding the whole crowd and just dance right up into the middle of the dance floor. Okay, now we're setting our face. I'm going to use my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray and the Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm just going to spray it like I'm going to look like I literally put my face under water, but I love doing that because it really just lets the product soak into your face and it's going to look flawless afterwards. And I'm just going to fan it out, kind of dry it because you don't want it to be like so wet that it's dripping down your face. That's never a cute look. Now we're going to go with my lips. I have the NYX. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my goodness, what color is this? Nutmeg liner. And then I went in after off camera with a Lorac Alter Ego lipstick in Working Girl. And then I go in with the NYX Butter Gloss right over it. It is such a pretty combo. I was like, yes. And it went really cute in my outfit. Alright you guys, this is the final look. I'm about to leave to go out with my friends. I have this beautiful like romper I got from Fashion Nova on. I'm feeling really hot right now. So yeah, this is the final look. Similar to yesterday's, different palette, but honestly it's my go-to neutral colors, browns. And I just slicked my hair back into a bun and keeping it tan. I wish I was, you know, self-tan right now, but I'm glowy as can be. Put highlighter everywhere. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel and I will upload again soon. See ya.